Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to talk about our project, Healthify. So we found that personal trainers or fitness coach are very expensive nowadays. It's a really big spending for students or some relatively low-income house families. Also, people need to schedule their training time schedule based on trainers' availability rather than themselves. So health and wellness are very essential to everyone. Just imagine if you are short on time or budget to find the personal trainer and online resources are overwhelmed to you. You cannot really find which one works best for you. So that's why we introduced Healthify. With the professional guidance of the Healthify, it provides the personal training and the personal dietary plans. It really empowers individuals to achieve their fitness goals easily and efficiently. So here are goals for our project. We will analyze weak information from user input and do key feature extractions. We will also provide high-precision diet and fitness plans, which means we are not only going to list the plan, but also list the detailed instructions for how to cook the meal, how to implement the exercise. We will also dynamically adjust the program to ensure the balance between the fitness and the dietary plans.
First, let's talk about the dataset. We have two datasets in our model, and they are sourced from Kaggle that contains gym fitness activities and food ingredients. To build upon those datasets, we add some goal-oriented attributes, and those attributes are being labeled based on the fundamental characteristics of each item, which are used to filter the dataset. And leave the only eligible items based on the user preferences and restrictions, and further enable personalized and tailored selection of activities and food choices.
So here are the structure overview. All the agents are based on the ChatGPT 4.0. And let's talk about the user profiling agent first. So the core idea of this agent is to collect information from user input. Here is the GUI for our application where you can start the conversation with the Healthify. So as you can see, we will do the key feature extractions first. And after we collect all the information we need, then we will generate the user profile and store it in the dataset. It also has the ability to handle any possible input. Let's say if the assistant is asking, what's your fitness goals? Both clear and vague input could be interpreted into an appropriate fitness goals. For some random input, like ECE1786 is the best course I've ever taken, although it's true, but the assistant will notice it's kind of irrelevant to the questions, and will ask the user again through some guided conversation.
For dietary and training recommendation agent, they use the user preference and restriction and label the attribute in the dataset to filter data to find the food ingredient and fitness activity. And then it would generate two dictionaries that contain the food ingredient and fitness activities. Here's an example. Based on the highlight personal info, the dietary agent will generate information like food name, weight, calorie, total fat, protein, and carbohydrate. And the fitness agent will generate information like exercise description, repetition, and so on. And then is the recommendation synthesis agent. It will combine the two dictionaries before and ensure the dietary plan align with the fitness goal and avoid any conflict. And it will generate a diet plan of how to make the food and fitness plan of how to do the exercise. Here's the example of high-energy diet plan that supports the training plan. For the diet plan, we can see the information are recipe name, ingredient needs, and nutrition values. For the fitness plan, we can see the information are fitness name, activity description, repetition description, and calorie consumption.
Now let's talk about the evaluation, which explains how we measure our success. We've designed an evaluation matrix table that contains several criteria with different weights. For example, the most emphasized criteria are the quality and the restriction compliance of recommendations, and those are done by our automated scoring systems. We have also other kind of criteria like how diversified our recommendations are and the smoothness of our user interaction and communications. After introducing the evaluation metric, let's see how our model behaved compared with the untrained GPT-4 model. As you can see here, with the same user input, our model outperformed the comparison model in the aspect of quality, restriction compliance, and diversity of recommendations. And therefore, our model got a total score of 89.4% with respect to only 67 achieved by the comparison model. Therefore, we can say that our model is successful in achieving our proposed goals.
Healthify achieved our goal by calculating user calorie intake and burn while providing a plan that matches user goal. And it will say it can also handle user input surprisingly well. It can manage all kinds of different input. But we found some problem, like it will have the repetition of the dish name, and in some extreme case, the model may serve the same dish multiple times. For the future similar project, we would like to add a real-time update and feedback mechanism. So we will keep track with the user data and provide updates. And we would like to use a more comprehensive data set or collaborate with industrial to ensure the diversity of data to avoid the problem we have. Thank you.